Hi students, I'm Praveen Sebastian Paul. In this lecture, we are discussing various man-made or artificial inductions of earthquakes. Those may include the reservoir induction as well as the seismology and nuclear explosions. The earthquakes are sometimes caused by human activities, including the injection of fluids into the deep wells, the detonation of large underground nuclear explosions, the excavation of mine and filling of large reservoirs. In the case of deep mining, the removal of rock produces change in the strain around the tunnels. Slip of adjacent pre-existing fault or outward shattering of rock into new cavities may occur. In fluid injection, the slip is thought to be induced by premature release of elastic strain, as in the case of tectonic earthquake, after fault surfaces are lubricated by the liquid. Large underground nuclear explosions have been known to produce slip on already strained fault in the vicinity of the test devices. When we come to the reservoir induction, on various earthquake-causing activities cited above, the filling of large reservoir is among the most important. More than 20 significant cases have been documented in which local seismicity have increased following the impounding of water behind high dams. Often casually cannot be substantiated because no data exists to allow comparison of earthquake occurrence before and after the reservoir was filled. Reservoir induction effects are most marked for reservoirs exceeding 100 meters or 330 feet in depth and 1 cubic kilometer in volume. 3 sites where such connections have very probably occurred are the Hoover Dam in United States, the Aswan High Dam in Egypt, and Kariba Dam on the border between Zimbabwe and Zambia. The most generally accepted explanation for earthquake occurrence in such cases assumes that rock near the reservoir are already strained from regional tectonic forces to a point where nearby faults are almost ready to slip. Water in the reservoir adds a pressure that triggers the fault rupture. The pressure effect is perhaps enhanced by the fact that the rock along the fault have lower strength because of increased water pore pressure. These factors notwithstanding, the filling of the most large reservoirs have not produced earthquakes large enough to be a hazard. For the main shock at the Koyna Dam, by contrast, thrust mechanisms have been determined for sources of earthquake at the lake behind Nurk Dam in Tajikistan. More than 1,800 earthquakes occurred during the first 9 years after water was impounded in this 317-meter deep reservoir in 1972, a rate amounting to 4 times the average number of shocks in the region prior to filling the Nurek Dam in Tajikistan. The second major man-made reason is the seismology and nuclear explosion. In 1958, representatives from several countries, including the United States and Soviet Union, met to discuss the technical basis for a nuclear test ban treaty. Among the matters considered was the feasibility of developing effective means with which to detect underground nuclear explosions and to distinguish them seismic from earthquakes. After that conferences, much special research was directed to seismology, leading to major advance in seismic signal detection and analysis. Recent seismological works on treaty verification has involved using high-resolution seismographs in worldwide network, estimating the yield of explosions, studying attenuation in the earth, determining wave amplitude and frequency spectra discriminants, and applying seismic arrays. The findings of such research have shown that underground nuclear explosions compared with natural earthquakes, usually generating seismic waves through the body of earth that are much larger amplitude than the surface wave. Tidal telate difference along with other type of seismic evidence suggests that an international monitoring network of 270 seismographic stations could detect and locate all seismic events over the globe of magnitude 4 and above. So this magnitude of 4 corresponds to an explosive yield of about 100 tons of TNT. So the major man-made or human-made causes are reservoir induction as well as nuclear and other explosive explosions. So my dear students, kindly write this assignment question. The question is, explain the various artificial inductions of earthquakes. So dear students, in the upcoming lecture, we will discuss the effects of earthquakes. See you soon. Until then, goodbye. Thank you and all the best.